In this module, we will learn the inputs, tools and techniques, and outputs of the Monitor Stakeholder Engagement process. Monitor Stakeholder Engagement is the process of evaluating the execution of managed stakeholder engagement relative to the plan and requesting changes to improve future engagement. Similar to other monitoring and controlling processes, the purpose of this process is to ensure that execution is following the plan. In this case, that means ensuring that managed stakeholder engagement is in line with the stakeholder engagement plan. The PMBOK guide defines 4 key inputs to the Monitor Stakeholder Engagement process. The project management plan includes other subsidiary management plans and baselines, such as the communications and stakeholder management plans. These may describe the frequency and approach that will be taken for the control stakeholder engagement process. Work performance data is collected on performance such as schedule, progress, deliverable status, and budget spent. It's an output of the direct and manage project work process. The issue log is the documentation of project problems, the person responsible for solving those problems, and how the issue was resolved. Project documents includes over 30 various documents. Particular documents of interest for this process may include the stakeholder register, the risk register, and the change log. There are several tools and techniques defined for the Monitor Stakeholder Engagement process. Data analysis includes alternative analysis, which is a brainstorming technique to determine different approaches to engaging stakeholders. Root cause analysis is a technique to identify problems and the underlying causes for each to better develop a solution. And stakeholder analysis is used to evaluate existing stakeholder engagement and determine opportunities to improve future engagement. The stakeholder engagement matrix can be used to represent stakeholder involvement in the project. The letter A can be placed to represent the actual state of engagement. Communication, interpersonal, and team skills, which have all been discussed in the resource and communications management knowledge areas, can also be applied in the Monitor Stakeholder Engagement process. There are 2 key outputs for the Monitor Stakeholder Engagement process. Work performance information is the evaluation of work performance data against plan baselines to create comparative metrics on schedule, cost, and technical performance. In stakeholder management, this may include the status of communication speed, completeness, or accuracy. This may also provide a comparison of actual stakeholder engagement versus the desired stakeholder engagement provided in the stakeholder engagement matrix. Work performance information will be an input to the monitor and control project work process, where it will be consolidated and used for generating performance reports. Change requests may be issued by the project management team to help correct projects needing improvement or to prevent performance issues in the future. This may trigger an iteration of the planned stakeholder engagement and/or managed stakeholder engagement processes. The Monitor Stakeholder Engagement process may also create additional project documentation and updates. This may include updating the communications or stakeholder management plans, the issue log, or project records and lessons learned documentation. Monitor Stakeholder Engagement is the process of evaluating the execution of managed stakeholder engagement relative to the plan and requesting changes to improve future engagement. Similar to other monitoring and controlling processes, the purpose of this process is to ensure that project execution is following the plan. In this case, that means that the managed stakeholder engagement is in line with the stakeholder engagement plan.